a very boring read that I have right here, so I will be pulling more cards. But what it looks like is there's some sort of detail arrangement. I was gonna say, is it hung up? No, it's like it's coming to a close. They're saying I have it right. So there's some sort of, because it's the Two of Coins in reverse, and I was just looking at the reverse messages on these. Reprioritize might work for what I'm talking about, because this isn't somebody who's overwhelmed or anything. It's just like some kind of details, some final details, like this is done. This is concluding these things, like moving around. They are perhaps things that you or someone else was unsure about, or there's certain things that like you can't see if you're not the one who is like doing whatever this arrangement is. And sometimes we'll get that for like unseen forces are at work on your behalf. So whatever these things being arranged or coming to a close are, you're not going to be able to see that. It is in fact mysterious, because it's not really giving, this isn't really giving like at the start or stop of a moon cycle or anything like that. It's not giving like the actual heavens or actual nighttime. And then we're stopping with this Two of Wands, which is sort of like wait and see. And the thing is, on the split while I was shuffling, I did see the Seven of Coins and the High Priestess first off, and I was just like, okay, so it's sort of like, and that's also very static, it's sort of like asking for patience, or it's like we're like somebody's watching. That's like another unseen watching thing, like something is developing out of something that you don't necessarily see. So I don't know how interesting this read is going to be. We'll go around again, and if it's more static energy, we're going to jump right to the final advice outcome, because what it means is like there's kind of nothing to report at the moment. Oh, like look, it's coming to an end. 10 of Swords. So whatever that detail thing is, it's like final. It's like done. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, and that's kind of in the past. Well, if it is the past position, because I never like truly kind of know. But if it is past, present, future, that's more in the past. These things tend to like blur into each other, especially because like on a YouTube channel, we're reading for lots of people. So it's sort of like, I don't know, it just like, this just feels like one big loading screen to me. It's like something's done over there, and either you know, or like you're kind of in the dark maybe about what I'm in the dark. Like I don't even know what's happening in this read. Other than we can't see it. The moon guarded, 9 of Wands. It's like this is all behind, it's like behind a curtain, it's behind a firewall. It's just like, and I would say that like whoever or whatever has been working to like arrange this stuff, they've been working long and hard, but that's giving more like you can't see, which great. I always love giving the like, we can't tell you, like something's happening. Can't tell you what it is. And what I will tell you, because I don't normally share, like I do personal reads for myself as kind of part of the daily practice. Sometimes I'll pull one card for myself, for like what I'm going to think about during the day or what I should focus on. Sometimes I'll give myself a full read, and I will tell you that the read that I gave for myself this morning had a similar sort of vibe in that it was very stationary. Like usually I get like a lot more direct actions for myself, or it will be talking about something going on like elsewhere that I need to know about. But it's just like, so I don't know. It's just something with like the vibe right now. Whoa, the Tower. Okay, there we go, girl. It's like, watch this shit pop off. Okay, so the only questions I have is about that Tower, girl. Okay, so let's see if I can get, so 2 of Wands in the Tower. Like you might just be watching this, or like I said, if we're talking about unseen forces arranging things that are finally going to pop off, like the unseen forces are going to be like, let's watch this shit happen. So I'm going to pull one on this 2 of Wands so we can see if this is more talking about you or someone in real life who is maybe like around you, or if it's maybe talking more about abstract things or guides or forces or things like that. Oh, a Queen. Okay, so it's a real person. That's very direct. It is a real person. It is someone in real life who will be watching something. And And likely, because this is a queen, right? No matter if you're a man watching this, a trans person, non-binary person, it just means that it's still a stationary energy. You're not participating in whatever this thing is necessarily, but you're going to watch it happen. You're going to watch it happen, and the Queen of Pentacles is kind of in a calm environment. So I don't know. We're going to look at what this Tower is right now. While it may affect you, it might not be like, I don't know, depending on what sort of tower this is. Because to me, this is sort of just like popping off at the moment. This doesn't feel necessarily bad, but you know, I could just not be catching the vibes on this. So we're pulling on this Tower. Okay, the Two of Swords, girl. Let me look at these other two cards. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So I don't know if someone's not getting what they want. This sort of seems like something not happening. Or with someone worried about not getting what they want. Or not seeing something. Let's go around again. Five of Swords. So that's like a fight. It's like there's not going to be any fight. Or some sort of fight is over. Or someone might have lost. And like I'm saying, it doesn't seem to be this Queen of Pentacles, but they're like looking at this. Knight of Pentacles on this like Nine of Swords. Six of Cups. So, okay. So someone here is not getting what they want. Oh, let me think about that, because what I'm like getting is it's kind of two things. It's like someone here is getting what they want, and that is not what somebody else wants. And that's the issue. So it's like there is a winner and a loser, but it's like someone getting what they want is somebody else's like worst nightmare, is what it seems like. Okay. And it's like, I don't want, it's like, I don't want this meeting. I don't want this occurrence. Okay. Who is the person who has lost this fight? Who is the person who does not want this to happen? Or it's like, it's many people, right? We're saying one, but you know, y'all know. And again, what I would tell you is if you're like, you're relating to that Queen of Pentacles, if you're like, I'm not fighting anything, like I'm not whatever, it's potentially something that you are going to see or something that's going on around you, because the Queen of Pentacles is not someone who would be participating in a fight. The person who has lost, the person who does not want this to happen, whatever it is. They are not represented by any sort of strong force here. Well, I mean, like I'm not getting a person. And to be real, the Five of Swords isn't really a strong like person either. It's kind of like a group. Or like, I mean, there's a group here, but like obviously we have like this one person kind of winning, but I tend to see this as sort of like just like a group of enemies or like obstacles or like things that are kind of viciously against someone, or more of a vicious sort of fight. And the thing is, it's kind of bearing out here because the only person who I have is a Page of Pentacles. So it's like a more image, and like, if I said pentacles, I'm sorry, swords. So, I mean, that is like Five of Swords, Page of Swords. These are kind of like petty forces or a petty person or a petty individual. And like Strength, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, it's like this person or these people or whatever this is, this thing that is standing in the way who does not want this. You know, they're very stubborn about it. They're very strong in their convictions, but ultimately they have to leave, and all they can do is kind of watch and be bitter about it. So that's who is more on the I don't want this to happen side. Can you, oh, this is that. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards on this because I was like, well, what's this though? This Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. This is sort of like them stressing out over something going forward. something kind of solidly going forward. I will pull just to make sure that like I'm not completely off with that. If I get any curveballs, we will discuss amongst ourselves. All right, the Star. The King, okay, yeah, there they are, okay. Yeah, so, I mean, the King of, there's a solid person, and it's a King of Swords, like, in the reverse. Control, manipulation, misuse of power. Like, this would have been, this is the individual who's still kind of, or person or group of people who kind of, because the Knight of Swords, that's all tied to the Five of Swords. And the Star at the moment, I was like, is that a person? Like, it's more giving like fate. It's like, there's nothing you can do. It's like, you can't like, it's like you're trying to fight. You're in the reverse because you're trying to fight the Star. I defy you, stars. Okay. And it's sort of like, you can't. All that's going to do is stress you out because the stars or whatever is fated in the way that we mean that is just going to advance. Like, there's nothing you can do. And so that's why that looks like that. And so then, so they don't, whatever this meeting is, this is, it's like, we don't want these things to meet. We don't want these people to meet. That's a disaster. So first of all, why would this, no. All right, I'm supposed to find out who the goodies are in our story here. All right, so who wants this to happen? I'm saying it's goodies, like, yeah, I don't know. Who wants this meeting or whatever it is? Well, we have a Page of Cups here who no longer has to like strategize. It's like Four of Swords, Seven of Swords in reverse. Even if the Seven of Swords was upright, it's sort of like, I don't have to navigate this thing. Like whatever these people are or whatever this conflict is, it's like, I don't have to navigate this anymore. And so here, like, this is also kind of a small thing. And I mean, maybe it's the smaller person in this, in the Six of Cups. Oh, well, it not necessarily, like, it's, because this is innocent, right? Like, because the Page of Cups is offering the cup and it's the larger figure who's offering the cup in this. So can you tell me about what this meeting is? Let's get information on our Six of Cups. And I was like, in my mind, I was already like, and after that, we'll ask about like why like these people didn't want this to happen or whatever. And like, I'm just getting, don't even get into it. And it's just like, okay. Doesn't even matter. Oh, I mean, I forgot what the fuck I was asking. I don't know. Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, Six of Wands. This just, if I'm asking about the meeting, it just seems like something that somebody's thought about for a while they're away at a distance, like waiting for something. I've been thinking about this form of success. So if this is less about a meeting and more about coming into union with some form of success, then like that's what it is. Ace of Pentacles, like this is either the thing that you are waiting for in real life being given to you or coming to you, like that ship, right? Or it is someone who is going, like I am going to present myself to someone. And they have dreamed about this particular form of success. Okay, I can't ask about the Queen of Coins because I just feel like this is very disjointed. Oh my Lord, we have the Devil popping out, girl. Devil on that Seven of Cups. Well, if it is a relationship or a person, they might have had fairly spicy thoughts about this. And then Judgment on the Six of Wands. No matter what that is, it's something that, like I'm saying, it's like fated. It's like this is the judgment. Yes, this thing will successfully happen. And that that Devil, if it's not spicy thoughts about another person, to take it out of that realm, it would be obsessive thoughts about the success, obsessive thoughts about what, obsessive daydreamings or imaginings about whatever this form the Six of Wands is taking. Okay. All right, so put that aside. And then I'm gonna ask about our little Queen of Coins here. How is this like affecting them? Like, how are they involved? And then I'm putting everything back to get the final advice outcome, because I'm still feeling like kind of like, well, the moon and everything was present at the beginning, so because I feel murky. I feel like it's not quite coming through, but we've had those kind of obstruction-y kind of cards at the beginning. Like it was at the beginning of this read, but it was also, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday's read that had a lot of like the moon, 8 of Swords, or the day before. I think it was the day before because it was in the longer read about the demon people. So I don't know, the devil, I don't know, I've gone through a lot of the deck and like it could involve that, but I'm just not strongly getting that. I just know that those demon people reads tend to have those obstructions on them because we're talking about magical people, and they'll cloak shit, and you know, when there's a lot of magical energy and like beings roaming about, you'll get that in the reads. But I'm just saying, like, that's a theme of those particular reads. Also the conflict, the fighting. There were a lot of magical combat reads kind of towards the end of last year, the beginning of this year, which has, I guess, been resolving as we're going. But I haven't really gotten like those strong vibes. I wouldn't say it's not involved at all, but like it doesn't feel like a warfare or whatever type of a read. The Queen of Pentacles is a little clam, okay? She's a little clam, she's a little bug, nothing's going wrong with whoever they are. 3 of Cups, the Fool, 4 of Cups. It's almost sort of like the 4 of Cups is the most negative energy on the Queen of Coins here. And I'm really not so much getting that, as that's kind of what that 2 of Wands is. It's like they're watching something. They're watching something play out, but like there's nothing wrong with this Queen of Coins. So I would guess the most advantageous person to be in the read is kind of that Queen of Coins, because they look fine, they look happy, they look well. And I guess the person who is getting their success, how does this Queen of Coins relate to the fight? Or the I don't know, like maybe it's just something, if I'm talking to you, like this could just be something that you're watching. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. The Hermit, I don't know, you could just be watching this quietly from like where you are. Temperance, yeah, like this might just be something that your guides want you to know for some reason. The Lovers, okay, there's like the union thing. How you are involved is like your guides want you to hear this. Your people want you to hear this, your ancestors, your patrons, whoever, if you work that kind of way, they want you to hear this. About this happening, like you're gonna see it happen and you're like involved with whatever this union is, or like you're just seeing it happen. So I'll pull on the Lovers, because that's like, and they're saying, like, I was gonna ask, like, why do their guides want them to know, but they say I can save that for the final advice outcome. All right, the Lovers, the 7 of Coins, so that's still like a watching thing. Watching for a long time. Ace of Cups. And the 6 of Coins. So, I mean, it's possible that you're going to participate in this exchange, but it's still more like watching. It's like you're gonna watch something. You know, something might just be a demonstration. I don't know, like if you ask for a sign or something like that, if you're not directly involved, it's like you're about to see something that's gonna be like a demonstration. But I will ask, because I'm gonna shuffle everything and we'll get a row for the final advice outcome. And then I will get a row for why your guides, I'll do that first. We'll do the row on why your people, your unseen people want you to know this. And then final advice outcome. Okay, so why do their guides want them to know this? Y'all might be worried about something. Something keeping y'all up at night? Y'all worried? Y'all might be having dreams All right, and then the final advice outcome. Why do your guides want, because this, they don't want you to worry. Oh, that's so nice. If y'all are worried about something, they don't want you to worry. They don't want you to worry. And like, I would guess part of that is like, they want you to very much like feel their presence, especially if you are undergoing stress right now. If you think, oh, nothing's ever like, it's all bad, it's gonna happen for me, like, probably not. Like, I know that, like, you know, we can go through periods, right, where it seems like a lot of negative stuff is happening. Like, I get that. I've had a ton of that for 2025 myself. But it's just sort of like, sorry, y'all, like, it's just rain big time. It's just sort of like we're here, we're still working. You do not, like, Nine of Swords, no, the Fool. Nine of Swords, not for you, the Fool. You can release that if you're able to, right? Because like if you have issues with anxiety, like any kind of like anxiety or panic disorder, or, you know, obsessive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, is kind of like, you know, like some people are going to have an easier time of letting stuff go in the mental space than others will. But it is just a reminder that if you are able to, try to let it go. Try to let it go. You know, because that's what they want you to know. That's what they want you to know, that you don't need to worry, girl. You don't need to worry. It's being taken care of, all right? It's being sorted out. And so final advice outcome. Oh, there's a King of Cups. He was upside down. Moodiness. I don't know if y'all are moody. Oh, there's also self-compassion on here. So have compassion for yourself if you, I don't know, this is, whoa. I kind of want another row on this before I say anything. Girl might be these demon people, I don't know. This King of Cups, I don't know why this King of Cups is upside down. Oh, you know, I was kind of getting that. I was kind of like, someone like threw away their emotions to like do something. And there's like one of the descriptors on this is like cold. Cold. So someone kind of like moved in, like a lover became a fighter almost, because this king, I'll ask why that King of Cups is in the reverse. But like, this is the success person. This is the person who is moving into success, which is what it looked like here, because we also have this Knight of Pentacles, which was the fate. Like, just never, I don't care what any of y'all are doing out here, this particular person or thing is advancing forward. And why I have some questions about this is because we're ending with the Devil, okay, girl? So I'm just like, what? But that could be, like, I'm saying that person's moving into success. The person or you, if you know that you are this person, they are coming into union with the thing that they've been obsessing about, whether that's like a person or thing. Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, girl. Oh, there's that Queen of Coins. Just checking on this Devil, all right. The Eight of Wands, you know, the enemies move fast, the Devil works faster. We had a person being represented by the Devil, but it was a King of Coins. I'm going to try and get one more on this Devil because it just seems like, I don't know, it seems like one-track mind. Six of Cups. So this is like, this is just the, whatever it is, it's like I'm talking about this person, like the one who's the more active party, the one who's not the Queen or the Empress, who's kind of watching this. And I would say both people's guides are probably reminding them not to stress out, that it's okay, it's all going to work out. It just seems like that Devil is very much about like, I want this thing. Like, and it seems like obsessively working towards that thing. So there's like a slight negative edge to it. I'm going to ask why this King of Cups is in the reverse. And then we'll go, oh no, I can get a final statement. All right, we'll see it, because I'm just like, oh no, I'm done with the read. I'm just done, like, I get tired of the shuffling and everything else. And I actually have to make an announcement on this, not like a huge deal, but it's just like updates about like my personal situation and how it like affects things. this person, oh, okay, 5 of Cups. But is it upside down? Okay, no. So this person, whoever they are tired of, this person, the King of Cups is in reverse because this person is tired of dealing with fucking bullshit. And it's kind of like, whatever the bullshit is, because that Page of Swords is back, and I'm just going to equate that to bullshit, because they're in the reverse, and it's the 5 of Cups. It's like, this is just like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit, and I'm just going to focus on my shit. So it could be that King of Cups was trying to like be diplomatic with whatever nonsense that we've been talking about, like that 5 of Swords thing that I'm not getting into. That person was kind of wasting their energy, and it was also just upsetting them. And so they just kind of, they turned upside down. They're like, okay, fine. You want to continuously bring me bullshit? I'm done with that. And I'm going to work on my shit, and I'm going to do my shit. And then y'all can just be over here and cry. So the 5 of Cups does belong to the King of Cups. It also belongs to whoever these like other people are. And I'm not delving any more into that. I'm just saying that's why the King of Cups is upside down. So we'll get our final statement. All right, final statement. What more on that? All right, final statement. Like I said, it's working out. Four Wands. There's the coming together. There is the passing through of the threshold. We have the death. Big change. I just wanted to pull on the death to make sure it wasn't something more skewed, slightly negative. It is not. Page of Cups. Big change for potentially both or not all the parties, because whoever the bullshit nonsense people were, they're put out, obviously. But whoever the other 2 people or more that I am talking about, who like kind of want to either come together in a relationship or work together or whatever it is, those people who all the guides and the fates and the forces are behind are going to move on into happiness with this 10 of Cups. So like I said, if you have been worried, your guides just decided to come through with like a way more tangible message, like from them especially, saying if you can release some of that stress and worry and concern and trust that we are working, even though you can't see it, even though yes, it takes a long time for things to develop and show themselves in the material world. Try your best. And I would say like, I was gonna say something like hope for a better mood. Or try if this is the only thing that is giving you stress, that like something's taking a long time, or is it going to happen or whatever, and we're not dealing with anything, like I don't have money for my bills, my kids are sick, my job, like oh my god, my job. I would say if this is the only concern that you have, you know, I think maybe you can, if you don't have any chronic other mental health conditions, you can do some things to get yourself maybe out of that 9 of Swords, kind of 4 of Cups kind of funk about this. And that's going to look like all the regular non-sexy tedious stuff. So getting out and walking if you're able to walk, getting a little bit more exercise, maybe getting off of social media, maybe stopping with the reads for a while, and maybe some meditation, some getting into a book, creative projects, making sure like do you have access to nutritious food? Are you eating food that actually has nutrients in it? Are you relying on the caffeine and, you know, the chips, crackers, and snacks, girl? Trust me, okay? When I get sick, trust me, when I'm just like, I am not cooking for myself is the last thing. So I would say if you have access to more whole foods and maybe less of the caffeine, I would shift that way if at all possible for you. And if you don't have super access to that, I would say if you can get into sunlight, if you can do a little bit more motion, if you can talk to other people, and spend less time on the phone. Or if you are spending time on the phone, make sure it's something more soothing. Maybe try and not do like drama stuff. Try and like get the cat videos, get the crunchy cat. I like crunchy cat, and all that kind of stuff. Like maybe some fun cat video compilations for you.